Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic, and you're watching the first episode of ScopicPeeps. Yay! I'm not sure whether to call this Sundays with Sarahscopic or just ScopicPeeps. The problem is that if I do Sundays with Sarahscopic, if I accidentally don't get to do it on a Sunday, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is this video exists, it's the first one of its kind, and we're gonna get started. I am here in my comfy pajamas, which are so very fuzzy and comfy. You probably can't tell that they're fuzzy and comfy, but see, can you hear that? Yeah, now you know that they're fuzzy. Oh, Sarahscopic's doing ASMR. Let's see how this works, folks. I'm also here with my tea. Is it too hot? Yeah, let's see if I burn my mouth. Nope, pretty good. This is a tea from Adagio Teas. I have the Apollo Justice style because I'm cool. This is not sponsored at all by Adagio Teas, but if they wanted me to do sponsors for them, I would not even hesitate. I would drink a different tea for every episode that I ever did for the rest of my life if they would sponsor me, so Adagio Teas, please help! So that's not why you guys are here. You are here for the obvious reason of, it's ScopicPeeps. That's about it. Let me maybe open my stuff up, and that'd be helpful. Wouldn't that be helpful? Oh gosh, I am not prepared for this. How do I do things? Where is it? Here it is. Found it. Found the page. Okay. So as some of you may have remembered from before, I made a video about asking a question for ScopicPeeps, which once again, basically all it is I just react to your answers, and I should add that if you put any comment in the comment section below that just asks me a question, I will answer them here. So you can kind of think of this also as a reading your comments kind of series. I will always ask a question, and you are free to put in the comments below your answer, but you also can just ask me a question, and I will probably answer it. I'm cool like that. Yeah. So the question I had asked in the previous episode of when I explained all this stuff was, what is your favorite color and why is it the best color? Basically, defend to me what your favorite color is. And at the end of this episode, I will tell you what my favorite color is and why I think it's the best, because it is most obviously the best. The one person who responded on YouTube to my question, the sassiest pink. Can you all guess what her favorite color is, folks? That's right, it's dark blue. I'm just kidding, that was a really bad joke. It's obviously pink. And she says, pink, because if it's super cute, it's super pink. It's the color of the best cotton candy flavor. Also, your brain looks pink because of how much blood is in there, so it's a really important color. I will give that argument, let's see, I should get these arguments. I will give that argument a rating of I'll give that one a 6 out of 10. It was pretty convincing. Pink is pretty good. I think she could have explained a little bit more about why pink cotton candy is the best flavor as opposed to blue cotton candy, because blue cotton candy is also pretty good, and I'm not really convinced about that. Must drink tea to calm down. Now, because I was fully aware that not many people would respond to the YouTube page, I made a personal Facebook page on my personal Facebook. Did I not make it clear that's personal? Anyway, I asked the question of, I want to start a fight. Make a case for why your favorite color is the best color. All of their identifying information has been censored because these are people that I am friends with, and this is going on the internet, and I promised as such. So, let's begin. Green, because it's not any other color. I'm gonna give that argument, you know, that's pretty good. I'll give that a 7 out of 10. It's true, it is not any other color. There is only one green. That is true. Teal, it's the combination of green and blue, like the grass in the sky. Oh, that is an interesting argument, but I'm gonna have to give that one a 4 out of 10, simply because it doesn't, why should I care about the grass in the sky? I mean, those colors exist separately. They're not teal, though, you know what I mean? It's not my favorite color aesthetically, but magenta is the best color. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist, but if it doesn't exist, then how can it be a favorite color? And if it's a favorite color, how does it not exist if it's not a color? There are too many questions and not enough answers. 2 out of 10, not convinced. Indigo! It's the 7th color for the spectrum, and it glows. Alright, this is gonna have to get a 3 out of 10. Indigo is really cool, having it glow is also really awesome, but it's not the 7th color in the spectrum, it's the 6th color in the spectrum, because purple is last, so I'm afraid that is incorrect. I can't wait for all the people in science to tell me how wrong I am, that it is totally the seventh color. But I swear, Roy G. Biv! Green, it's the color of chlorophyll, and without it, life as we know it would not exist. Which is an interesting argument. I'll give that a 5 out of 10. That's pretty convincing of being chlorophyll is important, and you know, we have plants for a reason, and plants are very important for life. Prussian blue, because it has cyanide in it, and I refuse to be a filthy casual. That is most definitely gonna be an 8 out of 10. That is, I don't want to be a filthy casual. Do you want to be a filthy casual? Prussian blue all the way. Sip the tea for anxiety. Green is the best color because it is a symbol of fertility. Thus, it promulgates life, a specific continuation, of you will, of the reason of its existence. It proves itself. Of course, I mean this on a philosophical level, although an argument for plant life is entirely compatible. You use too many weird words. 1 out of 10. Not convinced. Yellow, because urine is sterile. 5 out of 10. Not convinced, but, I mean, he makes a good point, I guess. I like a rich shade of brown. Mother Earth. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I didn't get an argument, so I can't really give the rating, but, I mean, brown is a color. Sadly, it's my least favorite color, but it is a nice color, I suppose. Black, because why not? 10 out of 10, best argument on here. I'm convinced black is the best color. We can all go home now. Now, I think some of the best things is that some people made responses that got this really philosophical way of looking at color, so I'm just gonna try to read these and see if you can follow me along. This might throw a wrench in your post, but I've always wondered if everyone has the same favorite color. Bear with me here. I'll try. So everyone who has sight and is able to perceive the color spectrum generally has a favorite color. We all know red is stoplights, fire hydrants, and ladybugs, and no matter whose eyes are seeing the color red, red always has the same wavelength. But there's no way of telling how the brain interprets red. I mean, maybe they do now, but I haven't seen any studies on it. So for that reason, my brain might interpret red the same way your brain interprets blue. In other words, my red might look like your blue, and so on. So how cool would it be if we all had the same favorite color, but because our brain's interpreting color differently, it seems like we gravitate towards different colors. This is an interesting philosophical argument, and I have no idea with biology, and you know, I can say that like how our eyes perceive things, we know some things about it, but it's still kinda wonky, simply because like we haven't really figured out some of the weirdest issues with eyes, such as like how we can see so clearly with everything else. We kind of can figure out how we see color though, so I can't say whether our argument is true or not, but it is an argument to be made, so tell me what you think of that below, folks. Someone also decided to tell me that what is color but a construct of the mind, contained neurons firing in the eyes and the brain making us perceive the wavelengths as different, even when the grand scope of the cosmic wavelengths, what we perceive is so petty indeed. Take that as you will. Take that as you will, folks. So my favorite color, for those of you who don't know, I usually say purple, but my real favorite color is actually periwinkle, because I am pretentious. Now, the main reason I like the color periwinkle is because it is a very strange color that is like in between the blue and purple range, and my favorite thing about it is that if you put something that's definitively blue next to it, it looks very purple, but if you put something purple next to it, it looks very blue. So I've always really liked that color, and I think that's so cool. And also periwinkle like is an awesome name, and the flowers are really pretty, so yeah, periwinkle is obviously the best, and you all don't know what you're talking about. Although I guess I should say, for an argument for purple, which is more my style in some cases, you can see in my you can probably tell in my logo I do enjoy purple because it's everywhere. Purple is just awesome because it combines red and blue, two colors that are normally seen as like very opposite as far as what we associate them with. Red is very fiery and energetic and very, you know, caustic and just at your face, and blue is very calm and soothing and slow, and you put those together and you get purple, this magical color. Another interesting thing I noticed is that most people replied green, which is not what I was expecting. So I don't know if that means that most people like the color green, or if this is a sample bias and people who like green are also maybe are more argumentative. I'm not sure, you tell me. So that's ScopicPeeps for this week. So the question that I'm going to be posing next is, if you could travel back in time to anywhere, where would you go and why? Tell me that in the comments below, or if you are friends with me on Facebook, you will see it as a Facebook post. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. Without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!